I'm Tina Sanatoro, creator of the Yonan Bo Saga, an epic adventure series full of captivating characters and immersive storytelling set in a unique world. Today, we'll continue to explore the Great Wars, a period of time filled with controversy, betrayal, and epic battles. In part one, we discussed the Great Wars between the city of Avalozon and the people on the other side of the Ground Mountainous Divide, a time prior to the great city's construction, when the people were known as the Travelers by the people of Avalozon. In this video, we'll examine the wars from the point of view from the people of Avalozon, as seen in Book 2, The Dreamer. Truth of the events lies somewhere in the middle of the known histories. Before these wars, the people who followed Azon, the first Avalo, served as priests for the people of Avalozon. The wars dramatically reshaped the social hierarchy. After the wars, slavery existed. The former lower class, comprised of beggars, rose one level because there was no class below a slave. Slaves were people that were captured in battle, and their children were forced into hard labor, specifically working in the mines for the black rock used for burning and working in the fields in the flat lands near the city where the wild Uf roamed. The entire city of Avalozon eventually collapsed. Afterward, the head ruler Nathu, known as the Opener of Gates, allowed some of the people from Avalozon back into the great city. This was very controversial, as many residents harbored bad feelings due to the prolonged disputes. Subsequent rulers permitted the people of Avalozon, mostly women and children, to remain. The women were made into the Horu, and the men and male children were forced to work in the mines. A unique mixture was used to create the Horu. Years later, this recipe was forbidden from use due to its ill effects. Within the pages of The Dreamer, Yonan Bo and his companions first meet Cannon, the leader of the people of the collapsed city of Avalozon. When Cannon and his men intercept Yonan Bo's group near the remnants of the great city. The meeting occurs after Yonan Bo's group has traveled for days along the mountain pass and were already viewed as suspicious visitors by the members of Cannon's community. Cannon and his people live in the low mountains near the collapsed city of Avalozon. Recall a history rooted in conflict, divine signs, and eventual destruction. Knowledge maintained through the teachings of their priests. Cannon is a descendant of Azon, the first ruler of Avalozon. Azon was a seer who was banned, the first banning, by the ancestors of the great city, referred to then as the Travelers and their priests. Azon then created the city and his followers. Their ancestors later engaged in the wars. Cannon's people, the villagers, are descendants of those who primarily worked in the mines and the flatlands surrounding the city and were not inside Avalozon when it collapsed. They believed the collapse was a sign from their gods, and the surviving priests commanded them not to rebuild the city. During the Great Wars, Cannon's people captured and tamed Uf pups, raising a large pack within their city walls. This practice of taming Ufs and discontinued after the collapse due to the fear of the wild Uf pack that roamed the valley to the north. Cannon was told by the priests about the methods for taming and hunting with the Uf, and when he was young and being groomed for leadership, he reinstated the practice. Cannon and his people maintain the history and the ancient rulers, beginning with Babette and his sons Azon and Navu. Cannon is the last of the line of the Azon. The people, known that the higher classes survived of Avalozon, fled to the great city to beg for entrance and remained. The people of Avalon had previously been warned in a prophecy that the rain goddess would come with 8 protectors to save them from chaos. Largons, their largest of, has a reaction to Rain and She. Combined with her name and the preceding signs, convinces Canon and his priest that Rain and She is the prophesized figure and Yonan Bo's group are her 8 protectors. The rain goddess prophecy of the Avalo, which states that she would come at the proper time with 8 protectors to save them from chaos. The prophecy was told by the Avalo priest after the first Avalo, Azon, had seen the future. The priests, including Lihan, observed the signs of the night within a day, an eclipse, during the moon turn of Atri, indicating the time of the prophecy was at hand. Will Yonan Bo be able to save Rain and She from the fate those of Avalozon desire? Get your copy of Book 2 today, The Dreamer, to find out. This will wrap it up for today. Next time, we'll begin to break down the actual conflict that led to the wars. Events that the past that Yonan Bo discovers firsthand in the next novel within the series, A Seer's Past. Thank you very much for watching. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye now.